guys, and welcome back to my channel. First of all, I want to apologize because I know I really am not consistent with my videos. And also I know that I'm changing backgrounds every now and then. It's just that it's complicated. One day I might be in Montreal and one day I might be in Calgary, depending. Anyways, I'm sorry, but anyways, I'm gonna try and stick to one background because it's not really professional. But yeah, so welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to film a video concerning the flight attendant job, everything you need to know from the interview to the training to the work, how it is being on reserve, your shift and all that stuff, to the payroll, all kinds of questions. I've been getting quite some question on how to be a flight attendant, what it takes, do you have to have a diploma, this and that. So oops, sorry, I have something on my lips. So yeah, in this video I will be explaining the process and what it takes and how it is, and right. So if you're interested in seeing the rest of this video, just stick with me and continue to watch this video. Alright, so first thing first, let's start with the interview. Okay, so how do you want to get the job? First of all, you go and apply on their actual website. So let's say Air Canada, you go on their website, and actually they're hiring right now. So Air Canada, Rouge and Air Canada Express are actually hiring. You go on their actual website and you just go on careers, and then it'll take you to wherever you need to drop your CV. It's pretty simple. And then within a few days or weeks, depending if they're hiring, they will email you back and schedule a interview. For me, how it went down, it was actually, first of all, they called me. It was a phone interview, and then if you pass that phone interview, we did a video interview, which is quite new. I think that it's becoming more and more popular. So yeah, and then well, actually my experience went so fast. Within 2 weeks everything was done. I've done the phone interview, the video interview. Once you've passed the interview, they actually schedule an appointment for you to do medical tests to see if you're taking drugs and all that stuff, because you can't actually have the job if the drug test comes out positive. So all kinds of stuff to see if you're healthy and all that stuff. So yeah, so I passed the test. It was good. I think within two weeks or a week and a half after, I was already starting training. So yeah, it went really fast. So yeah, you really have to focus on the exams, and depending on the company, I think you have to get 85 or 90% in all of the exams to pass them. I think you can retest. I'm not sure. It really depends on every company. So yeah, it's really intense. Make sure you eat. I didn't even have time to go to the gym. It was really bad. And yeah, you sleep when you can, basically. Oh my god, it was just so crazy. I wouldn't do it again, at least not now. It hasn't been long enough. But anyways, so once you're done training and you passed all of your exams, yay, you're a flight attendant. And just so you know, I'm based in Calgary, and they're hiring more for the west side. So Air Canada, they're hiring more for Calgary, Vancouver, and I think Rouge is also hiring for Toronto. But Montreal is pretty rare because it is a senior base, and I think everybody just wants to come back to Montreal. So anyways, if you want to go back to your hometown, if it is Montreal, like there's a waiting list. So that's what I'm on. Like I'm on a waiting list. I wasn't coming here with the expectation to like get my transfer right away, because I know that, you know, there's people before me. So anyways, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, so basically as soon as your training is done, just prepare yourself mentally, because like within 4 or 5 days you get shipped out to your base. So oh my gosh, it was so hectic. Like the thing is, like, new city, new apartment. Like for me it was like my first time moving out on my own, so like everything just goes so fast. You have to find an apartment, there's a bunch of stuff you need to do, like, and it's not that easy to find an apartment. And Lord knows that sometimes living with other people can be fucking crazy. Like if you have the money, okay, to stay on your own, I suggest you do, because when shit goes down, I mean, you never know how the person is, like how clean she is, and if you're not that way, like at some point it's just shit is just going to like explode. So yeah, basically they don't provide you with like an apartment or whatever. It's just like you better find your space, your spot, I mean, because as soon as you're shipped out over there, like majority of the time, like the day after or 2 days after, you get to start work. So you better be like settled down. And you know, there's also some crash pad or actually you know, spots for flight attendant. There's different kind of crash pads. There's actually ones that like it's several bunk beds in a room and they share those beds. But you know, that's not for me. But at the same time, it's like flight attendant never really have the same kind of schedule, so it's pretty rare that you'll be there at the same time of like some of your colleagues. But still, that's not for me, because I like to have my own space and just be in my stuff and not anyone touching my stuff. But anyways, maybe that's like my bougie side, but that's how I am. So if you don't mind, of course, like crash pads are really less expensive, so you get to save more on that. So yeah, you get shipped out to your base. After that, once you start, like you get to do a couple fan flights, which are like familiarization, just to see how it is. Anyways, that's how it is. Like you start, you'll be with some other flight attendant that'll be there to guide you. And yeah, now hold on, I wrote some stuff because I didn't want to write it. Forget it. Okay, so usually when you first start, you're on reserve, and I still am on reserve, and it's been a year. So like depending on how fast it's moving on and like on how they're hiring, you'll be on reserve. So reserve is basically being on call. Okay, so like for me, I could literally like get called at 4 o'clock in the morning, or even sometimes 3, which is the worst, for a check-in of like 5 o'clock a.m. And you know, it depends on the company. My company, Air Canada Express, does not do like 24-hour flights. I think the latest that you could call, the latest that you can get called is like 8 for a check-in at 10 or something like that. Like the latest flight is really not that late, but it's the early morning that kills me. So basically, yeah, being on reserve sometimes sucks, because like you don't really get to get a life. Because first of all, I was always stressed about them calling me super early and missing the calls. So because I'm not a morning person. But anyways, so yeah, like sometimes they don't call you and you're like, oh my god, I wasted my time. And then you're like, oh, like, can I just go there? Like, but then again, are they gonna call me? Like, it's like gamble 50-50. And the thing is, like, once they call you and they have something assigned to you, you have to be there at the airport. But they have to give you like a 2-hour range before you get to the airport. So that's what it is. But you know, the good side about being on reserve is that even though they don't call you, you still get paid. So for us, it's like minimum 4 credits, which is like 4 hour. Like, I'm not even gonna get into that whole credit an hour thing because I still cannot explain that. It's so complicated. But yeah, so you get on reserve. You'll be on reserve for a while, like I said, depending on how fast things are growing and things are, you know, moving. So, and then after that, once they've hired enough people, you'll get to have like a schedule. So for me, anyways, my company is pretty flexible. We have a website that we could trade some shift and drop some shifts. So I always like to trade my reserve days for an actual like pairing that I know at what time I'm gonna start and finish. Like, for me, it's just like more organized and like less stressful. I like that shit because not knowing when they're gonna call me and everything, like, it could be stressful. But yeah, what else? Okay, let's talk about the payroll. So like I told you, we get paid by credit. And yeah, like, I can't even explain to you like the difference between hours and credit, but whatever. So I started at $27 per credit. Now it got up to 30. So yeah, it's not that bad, because you know what really saves us is our per diem. Per diems is like some traveling allowances, which includes like money for food and everything. Depending on how much you work, you get more per diem, and that's all paid out on our pay of the 10th. And to be honest, if you work a lot, like, I know some people, I know a girl that told me that made like 4,000 on just the pay of the 10th. So it's like, depending on how you work. I don't work that much because I always go back home, because I'm so bored here. I always go back home. So like, what I do is, see, that's the good thing also with the schedule, is like, it's so flexible. I could put all my days off together and then go back home, and then when I come back here, I work like back to back. So that's what I do. Some people just like to work, let's say, 4 days on, 3 days off. You can really like do whatever you want with your schedule. We get 13 days guarantees off in a month, and you can get more, but yeah, like, you don't have to use all these days. Like, if you want to work more, then you can work more. So yeah, it's really flexible, and there's so much stuff to know that, but I'm just really explaining to you guys like the basic of it all. Like, there's so much stuff to know, and every company is different. So like, you know, I'm just talking from my experience. But yeah, so I work for Jazz Air Canada Express, and I do like shorter hauls. So it's not long hauls like Europe and Asia and all that stuff. I do Canada and the States, and that's just where they were hiring. So that's where I got the job. And you know what, like, I like it. I don't even think I see myself doing long haul, like staying 10 hours in a plane. I think I'll go crazy, to be honest. But yeah, so shorter hauls, I don't know, like for me it's good. At the end of the day, if I want to travel somewhere, I have my travel benefits. I don't know what the future holds for me. Maybe I'll go to another airline later, but you know, for now I'm just good with where I am. And yeah, like my company offers like a great flexible schedule. So like I think for me that's like the best part of the job. The fact that you can do like almost anything with your schedule just really adds a plus to that, and it's so good. So I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about like our pairings. So basically I could be gone for up to 4 days. Some people even do like 4 days back to back. So like, let's see, 4 plus 4 right the next day, so 8 in total. That's a little bit tiring, but I mean, if you want to add up your hours pretty quickly, I mean, I guess that's the way to go. But like I said, it all depends on what you want and what you like and what you need. And yeah, so yeah, I don't know what more I can add to this video. I just wanted to like let you know how the job works and what it takes and what to expect basically. I don't know, like guys, if you have any more questions or some stuff that I didn't mention, don't hesitate to just write it down in the comment section and I will answer, or maybe do another video on some things that I forgot to mention. So I hope this video was helpful to the ones that would like to, you know, go in this career. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.